If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
Tom Brady said, yeah, I ain't retiring.
He clearly is having second, third, fourth, fifth thoughts.
There's a door behind Tom Brady, the one that he closed just 1 week ago today. Happy anniversary to Tom Brady's retirement, closing the door on his career. That door behind him, the creaking noise you heard last night was it being opened up, left slightly ajar. This is what he said on his podcast, Let's Go, with Jim Gray.
You know, I'm just going to take things as they come. You know, I think that's the best way to put it. And I don't think anything never, you know, you never say never.
Yeah, I am retired, but who knows what 6 months is going to say. I just make the best decision for me in the moment. Well, what's going to happen in the moment when the San Francisco 49ers say, we just traded Jimmy G out, why don't you come back home, win the Super Bowl with us, the team's ready to go, Trey Lance can learn from me. Is that going to happen?
For driven men and women in America, you're a woman, you're a CEO, you're 52, you retire. Retire to what? When you have that kind of intellectual stimulation, you're going to go golf and play bridge? I hear this all the time. Man, I'm putting away for retirement. Retirement to what? Do what? My kids don't want to hang out with me all day.
They beat Philly in a playoff game. No big deal. He was pretty good in that game. Mm-hmm. And then against the Rams, he got off to a slow start, but he roared back to life, and they scored 24 unanswered points against the team that is favored to win the Super Bowl to bring it all the way back to 27-all. In the fourth quarter, he threw for 125 yards passing in the fourth quarter. It was obviously not his fault that they had a blitz blunder at the end that I still can't get in my head. I can't compute it because I don't know what they were doing. People are calling it a zero blitz. It's cover one because Antoine Winfield is still standing back there. But obviously Cooper Kupp's running a decoy route. Sean Murphy-Bunting had him in the slot and just blitzes off the slot, untouched, unblocked, and just cold stops and says, okay, go ahead and throw it. I don't know. So Brady knows this in his heart of hearts that they were right there to be the team that's favored to win the Super Bowl. So if they go on, who knows what's going to happen.
They're going to be favored.
Okay.
That is honest. That is, bless you, Tom Brady. I love this guy, man.
Let's go.
He just, you know, and he also, didn't he say on the shot with LeBron that he's messing around like 90% of the time, or he's lying 90% of the time, right? Because he doesn't want to let you in on his thoughts. But here, a week ago, with Jim Gray, had an opportunity to retire on his own pod, would have made that pod the most downloaded pod, right? And didn't do it. Now, a week later, he's talking about his decision for the first time, and it's not absolute.
This guy was so stimulated by football. He wasn't mostly in. He was all the way in. Remember those videos, Tom versus Time? I could sit and watch film all the day. That stimulation, that juice, that challenge, it's all gone. Now it's family time. Oh, that is a shift down, my friends. And that's not to say family time's not great. But when you are challenged every day, I think it's really hard. I'm sure there's people that go to therapy for it.
And it's not like the Jordan 0.1 or 0.1%, right? It's like never say never, not looking to go back on anything. You know, it may change, but I don't think it will.
Right.
You know, there's many challenges in life that you don't see coming. It's just like.
But if you can get Tom Brady in there, maybe
I guess that's what you're saying. Yeah, no matter what, if you can get Tom Brady, you bring him in, right?
That's what I've been saying for years. Now, it worked out for Tampa, and obviously I was right, everybody else was wrong. But moving forward, the thought if you could potentially get Tom Brady in your building, you try to get Tom Brady in your building. And he did not make it sound as if he's retired forever.
And if I'm Jason Light, the general manager of the Buccaneers, if I'm a member of the Glazer family and I feel comfortable enough, if I'm Bruce Arians, if I'm Mike Evans, if I'm Chris Godwin, name a Buccaneer, I am calling Tom Brady and I'm going to say, hey, man, what you up to today? That's it.
Just checking in.
There's going to come a time chance where he wants to get back in the game.
What are we? We're a week, 2 weeks out from him retiring, right?
Yeah,
he's already saying, like, hey, you know, you never say never. Like, that's what would worry me. Not worry me, but actually excite me about Tom potentially playing again.
Well, Tom's like scratching.
Yeah, he's itching already. He's an addict.
Yeah.
I think Tom Brady's going to struggle for the next year, not having juice, not being in the room, not having something to beat or eclipse.
But Tom Brady's dad, there, remember a couple years ago, Tom Brady's dad saying like he worries for him whenever Tom's done. He's like, I don't know what Tom will do when he's done with football. He loves it so much. He's so into it, right?
Let him go through February. Mm-hmm. Let him go through February, and then March kind of hits. You just call him up. Hey, you know, I was just looking at my phone. Picture popped up from 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. You know, it was 2 years ago today is when you came here. You know? Remember that 2 years ago today? That was great. Here, I'll just text you the picture. It's just my phone. It's just my phone. My phone just popped up with the phone.
Memories. It was like I was going through. It was
like these memories. These memories keep popping up. I don't know how.
I mean, how do you turn this off?
Did they pop up for you?
We've all had friends that played in the NFL for a long time who are so stupidly competitive that they're just like, yeah, I'm going to retire and you're never going to see me again. Everybody's like, okay, well, what are you going to do without the schedule? What are you going to do without the routine?
Everybody needs something to give them, like something to look forward to do, to work for. Like even the laziest people need something, I feel like.
Goal.
Yeah.
Like, what is the goal? A lot of guys, I almost got back into kicking, right, because it was an opportunity to kick field goals. Yeah. But there was a lot of moments where I was like, man, I should be punting right now. Like, I should be. Your body, like teaching your body to kind of go to the other side of football was very fascinating because naturally around fall, I think all football players for the rest of their lives, around fall, you get into like a certain shape.
Training camp.
Yeah, you get into like a certain mode. I think guys will do that forever. The fact that Tom's doing this before the Super Bowl even happens, he's already thinking ahead, not even the offseason or OTAs or training camp or preseason or regular season game. He's getting his thoughts already. This is good news for the NFL, good news for our show.
Every single moment, even in the draft, even in the OTAs that come in May, it's still out there. It's still out there. And I'm even going to say, even training camp hits. Even if he doesn't start the season, let him go through. What are you doing on Sunday?
Yeah.
And it's not just the Sunday, it's also the Tuesday and the Wednesday. He won't miss the Wednesday or Thursday press availabilities, I don't think, but he'll miss what's going on down there. What do you got?
Film? Yeah, check out the All-22s.
By 44-year-old standards, completely healthy, about as healthy as you could ever hope to be at 44 playing professional football?
Yes.
Yes, he is. As far as we know, there's nothing going on.
Correct.
Did he have any concussion issues this year? Not to my knowledge.
Right.
Tom Brady's kids are 16. When you were 16, did you want to hang out with 40-year-olds?
He's opened the door. The door just opened. And that's the lightest case scenario. The heaviest is that he sends more messages and he's got a touch of the Favre in him. And he's starting to actually voice it in different places and actually lift the phone after plans have been made to say, I'm thinking about it. What are you thinking about?
The message he just sent was to any team in doubt about his quarterback that, hey, I just might reconsider. He said, who knows what could happen over the next 6 months? Well, it's happening already to you because I believe it hits you like 10 tons of bricks that you're still playing at the highest level and you're healthy. And now you've had 3 days to go sit at home and try to work your Zoom meetings for all of your investments and everything you got going, your portfolio.
The fitness app and all that stuff.
And all that stuff. And you know what? It ain't no fun. And this is Super Bowl week, and you've been 10 times.
For him to go on the air and say that means you're saying there's a chance.
I've seen this my whole life. I'm going to go spend time with my family. You know, sometimes family doesn't want you around. They got stuff to do, too.
You're saying there's a chance.
Oh, baby.
Because he just did. That creaking noise you heard was the retirement door open, and it's left ajar.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day.